Hey everybody, it's Wayne coming at you with a portfolio update. We are in week 44 of 2023, and as the title of today's video states, yes, both my wife and I are getting very close to reaching $1 million in total portfolio value. Take a look here at January of 2023. Now, every month on the first of the month, I will note all of the balances for our various brokerage and retirement accounts. In January of this year, we were at just over 760,000, cut to November 1st of this year, and we are now sitting pretty good at $800 and nearly $30,000. I feel rather confident in the next year or so we're going to be able to cross that coveted $1 million range. Now notice here, some of these accounts, they've had a balance and then they go to no balance. I have made some consolidations this year. I have cashed out some older employer retirement accounts, essentially taking that money and either transferring it directly into another similar retirement account or withdrawing that money and depositing it into my either Robinhood or other taxable brokerage accounts. So I am really excited. And if any of you were to ask me, Wayne, what's the key to this portfolio size? It's really been consistency in daily cost averaging. Take, for example, our 457B accounts. Both my wife and I today work traditional 9-to-5 jobs. Both of our employers offer the ability to contribute, at least for 2023, up to $22,500 for each account. And I gotta tell you, for the last several years, both my wife and I have made it a point to max out all of those 457B contributions. So take a look here at line item 8. I'm really proud of my wife's account. It's gone from $109,000 to $134,000. Now, earlier in the year, my 457B balance was just over $36,000. Today, it's sitting at nearly $75,000. There's a combination of things with that number. Reference line item 9. Yes, I have been contributing the maximum pre-tax amount, which again will be $22,500 for this year. But I also was able to roll over another retirement account since I am no longer with another employer that you see here on, I think it's line item 3 and 4. So lots of different retirement accounts that are happening. I also want to point out, if anybody's saying, wait a minute, Wayne, you have completely or nearly zeroed out your kids' 529, which is our kids' college plan. I promise you, we have not sold our kids down the river. We have taken that big chunk of change in about September, and I transferred nearly $17,000 to my wife's Robinhood account. And the reason being is I wasn't too impressed with the portfolio choices within that 529. We were going through UPromise. And so I decided to go ahead and take that sizable chunk of change, put it into my wife's Robinhood account. She's also a Robinhood Gold member, and she is making a very cool 5%, nearly 5%. It's 4.99 APY. So I am really excited about the moves that I've made in 2023. You guys can see here, I've consolidated, but at the same time, I am also consistently contributing. Thought it'd be kind of cool to let you guys know that I'm getting very close to that $1 million mark. I promise you, it's not a flex, right? The real flex has been staying consistent and not getting frustrated despite market conditions. So thanks so much for taking a look at the total portfolio size. So now let's get you guys a more traditional update of what's cooking in my Robinhood as well as my M1 account. We're going to go ahead and start things off by looking at my Robinhood taxable account. One of the things that I want to point out is I always take note of my balances on the first of the month. And if we go to account, clicking on investing, you can see here my account of nearly $392,000. It's comprised of stocks and options as well as brokerage cash. If you go back in the video, you'll see on the Robinhood balance for stocks and options, I was just at $341,000. Today, just one day later, I'm already at $349,000. It's crazy to think what a difference just one day makes. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the total week. Again, we are in week 44 of 2023, and I am up just 2.71% or $10,300. If we look at the month, things have also been going relatively good. I am up 0.7% or about $2,500. Year to date, though, this is where it's at. I am currently up nearly 25%. That's $50,000 nearly in my Robinhood account. So I am very excited about that momentum. We'll see if it continues to finish out 2023. Let's go ahead and go back to the investing tab. As you can see, stocks and options sitting at just under 350,000. Brokerage cash, which will always vary in this account because I'm actively selling options to include cash secured puts as well as covered calls. If we go down and look at the top 5 winners, this is something that I like to feature. It's going to be Microsoft, Celsius, Apple, Meta, and Amazon. Starbucks is also doing pretty good. Today was actually earnings on Starbucks. Take, for example, you can see here my cost basis on Starbucks is $78.84. And Starbucks today has had a pretty good jump up in share price appreciation. Now, we can't show the winners without showing you the losers, and I do have my fair share of losers in my Robinhood account, starting things off with Tesla. Boy, this is rather unfortunate because for the year, Tesla has just been a hot mess, and I am currently down on the 300 shares, nearly $18,000 in this unrealized loss. UPS is also seeing a turn for the worse this past year, but I am still optimistic. In fact, I am actively reinvesting those dividends that I received from those 101 shares, but my cost basis is $180.94 compared to the current share price of just over $143. Traeger, I've mentioned this before, I just don't have any optimism that this share price is going to turn around anytime soon. I still have not averaged down like I had mentioned before in my last video, but I am continuing to monitor that abysmal share price. Target is also seeing some record decreases this past year, but I am staying strong with my 115 shares. Although I am down considerably from the current share price of $111, I'm holding each share at just over $136. CVS, Pfizer, and Chewy, those round out the top 5-6 losers. But all in all, I'm pretty excited about the status that I've been able to achieve here in the Robinhood account. Let's go ahead and finish things out by giving you a look at the M1 portfolio. I want to point out from the home page, as I mentioned before, every single day, Monday through Friday, without exception, I am daily cost averaging, and I am contributing $125 every single day. That equates to $625 every single week. If we click on the portfolio, I've got 4 slices in my M1 taxable account: long-term hold, quarterly dividends, monthly dividends, and ETF. Now, for the most part this past year, all of that $625 that I contribute over the week is going to all the positions, 17 in total within that long-term hold slice. I'll go ahead and scroll down. If you want, you can pause the video and take a look at all 17 of these positions. 15 of these are individual stocks. 2 of them are ETFs, and those ETFs are going to be SCHD as well as VDE. Let's go ahead and go back to the portfolio. Let's go ahead and take a look at how things are looking for the week, and you can see I am up nearly 3.66% or $5,200 year to date. Now remember, this does account for dividends received as well. And so according to this year to date view, I am up 2.16% if we factor in dividends. That's an unrealized gain of $2,700. I like to go to the holdings tab. This gives me a rundown of all of my 43 positions. You can see the cost basis on those 43 positions is $154,000, which means the total value equates to an unrealized loss of nearly $7,000. So yes, I'm down in total, but that's okay because some of the stocks that are in that long-term hold slice, they are on some 52-week discounts, and I am actively buying whatever I can with that $125. So there you have it. Be on the lookout, by the way, for a forthcoming dividend haul. October did not break any records, but it certainly keeps me on track to making that $15,000 a year in passive income goal. You guys will have to remain tuned in to see that forthcoming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the next one.